A lot of people have loaded up the cars and moved to this place with a huge dream. But at the same time, it's hard to go after your dream day in and day out, time in and time out, and not have it realized the way you first imagined it. So Thad's is kind of a funky Episcopal community. You could certainly call it a church. We started in this group of about 8, and we began to talk about how we could take our Christian discipleship to the next level. We knew that from the research that we had done that there were about 900,000 people living in West Los Angeles, and we knew we were getting about 3,000 of those folks in our already established congregations. But we also knew that there would be folks that would never darken the door of one of our traditional parishes. We looked out into that market of people and tried to create a spiritual, religious Christian community that would help serve that constituency of people.
We really have a powerful gospel for poor people, but what we actually need is a gospel for studio heads, for actors, for directors, and for people like that. That's one of the reasons that we choose a building like this, is that the people I'm dealing with day to day won't go anywhere near a traditional church building. That's just a non-starter for them.
Thad's just comes from Thaddeus, and all we know about Thaddeus is that he was one of the 12. So we liked the idea of creating a community of Christian people within the Anglican ethos, and then have them move out and serve the world. One of the things about the culture of Los Angeles is that a lot of us have moved from home to make our lives in California. I have an older demographic that's able to speak into that experience with wisdom and empathy and sympathy and compassion and kind of model behavior. So we're multi-generational. We have a group of serious, well-formed, mature Christians, nominally churched folks. And then one of the great things that I love about the West Coast is we have this other constituency that's like legitimately like never been to church before. I'm like, never ever, never been to a wedding. And they're like, everybody in California gets married out on the beach. Those 3 different constituencies in one room on a Sunday morning. We say on purpose, we have an uneven faith topography at Thad's by design, and we want to hold on to that. That's one of our standards.
Our focus on conversation extends out beyond Sunday and goes into the rest of the week. It's happening through email, it's happening with people meeting each other in coffee shops, it's happening in the workplace. That's what we're really all about, and it's in our mission, vision, and values about being Monday through Saturday followers of Jesus who worship on Sunday.
You serve one another in love by loving other people the way that you want to be loved. I'm gonna stop there and let you guys think. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? What do you need to say? After the sermon or after the teaching at Thad's, we have a dialogue. Members of the community raise their hand and respond, and people have gotten to know each other better as people have made themselves vulnerable. That sort of takes me out of the middle.
My career is really as a screenwriter here in Hollywood. I've seen my name up on the screen. I've had 20 million people watch episodes of television that I've written, but it doesn't compare with the feeling that I get seeing people really be filled in a way that's going to change their lives.
We really haven't messed with traditional or orthodox Christianity, but what we've done is taken some of the language and we've retranslated that language into the language of the culture and made it more accessible. And that's the thing that really inspires me as a priest. So many people are hungry for spirituality. They've seen a very individualized spiritual practice is not sustainable over the long term. And in the Episcopal Church, we're a forward-thinking, smart, progressive denomination, and so naturally have the ability to attract some of those folks.